Check, check, check. 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go! Let's go!
Preston fans are seated like a whole news welcome both teams out on the ground with domestic world children. The Preston Lions and the Dandenong Thunder.
Let's go! Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Super Saturday in NPL Victoria. 7 simultaneous kickoffs, and it's all to play for right here at Jenner Steel Stadium as the Preston Lions take on Dandenong Thunder. Now, both sides are assured of their finals place, but the table could change quite radically depending on the final day's results. A win here for Preston and a loss for Oakley against South Melbourne would mean Preston vault Oakley into 4th place with hosting rights for the elimination final next week. Dandenong Thunder still a chance of hopping into 2nd spot with a week off in finals and, crucially, qualification for the Australian Championship. They need a win today and for Heidelberg to lose to Port Melbourne. Adam Pittock clearly doesn't believe in that possibility. He's shuffled his pack with 9 changes from the team that defeated St Albans Dynamo last week, so emphatically by 5 goals to 1. Only Merson Mehmeti and Wade Decker retained their places. Onto the bench, Aiden Edwards, Kyle Taylor, Daniel Clark, Daniel Alessi and Jamie Young. And out of the squad entirely, Tice Van Amerongen, Ben Jeeba, Yuki Uchida and Hassan Jallo. Yellow cards have a part to play in that. Young, Van Amerongen and Uchida would all have missed the elimination final if they picked up a booking today. As we're underway here, Thunder in the white away kit, kicking from right to left. Preston in the trademark all red. So there's plenty of new faces, unfamiliar faces even, in the Thunder team today. Romanovsky, Ismaili, Domfi, Suleimani, Elmazi, Avian, Rook and Akuan come into the starting lineup, as well as Lechen Yang making his debut for the Thunder between the sticks after he arrived in the mid-season window. Again, Manuel comes in onto the bench, a mid-season signing from North Geelong Warriors in VPL 2. For Preston, well, it's an unchanged lineup yet again. This run of 5 consecutive wins and 5 consecutive clean sheets has shown no reason to Luitsevsky to shuffle the pack. As the ball goes over the top for Domfi, and Ryan Scott will gather comfortably. It was his save that denied Green Gully a share of the spoils last week. Flying through the air, Superman style, deep into stoppage time. Back 4 of Stefan Nigro, Matt Bozanovsky, Jake Tchaikovsky and Dom Felino. A midfield of Luke Jego and Oli Kubele, Leighton Brooks and Jan Albano on the flanks, as Albano puts some pressure on Ismaili early on. Jonas Markovsky, the match winner last week, retains his place just behind Luke Francis, the towering target man. On the bench, Lucas Trenkovsky, Giorgio Serdenis, Connor Bell, Marcus Schroen, Jason Romero and Brandon Lawton. Still no place for Aaron Anderson in the matchday squad as he continues his recovery from concussion. Talking about these new faces, Mitchell Rook in the midfield for Dandenong Thunder. It's his first appearance since round 17. He's first started the season. And Jock Akuan, who's playing left wing back, hasn't started since round 14. Some massive spinning of the magnets from Adam Pittock, who clearly doesn't think that Heidelberg will struggle to beat Port Melbourne away from home on the final day. Or at least is not willing to risk some of those players who are on the verge of suspensions. Curiously, he has started Suleimani and Ismaili, who are both on 4 yellow cards. But recently, they haven't been in the first choice starting 11 for the Thunder. Wade Decker loses out to Negro. Mehmeti. To Rook. Romanovsky. He's playing central midfield today. We're more accustomed to seeing him as a wing-back. He gets his chance to impress in the heartbeat of midfield this afternoon. Switch of play from Ismaili out towards Akuan. And it's overcooked and out for a throw. quiet start to this one. I'm sure Preston will have a point to prove after the limp 3-0 defeat. It seems like a lifetime ago. Ben Jeeba scoring his first 2 goals in NPL football. The Thunder ran right in that first half away in Dandenong. Preston in particular have come a long way since then, and against a rotated pack today, you'd have to pin them as favourites. Thunder are a very well-drilled side, and these fringe players or bench players who've come into the 11 will be eager to impress and try and secure a starting spot in a knockout game next week. This is Dante Avian, headed behind by Jego, and out for the game's first corner to be taken by the left boot of Merson Mehmeti. Swung in by Mehmeti, doesn't beat the first man. Jego is there. Albano battling for it. One back by Elmazi, and Mehmeti will have another crack at this. He finds his melee. The low ball is missed by everybody. Jocker Kewen at the back stick is denied. Now Wade Decker. Well, some uncharacteristically sloppy defending from Preston off the set piece. How did that ball squirm through? Whipped in by Kewen. Albano collecting on the far side. And coughed up again. This is Suleimani. Domfi. Cut back towards Rook. Rook will have a ping. Blocked by Bozanovski. Avian. Foligno in. Finding the feet of Albano, and Jego will stick one over the top for Luke Francis to chase and take on the chest. He left the ball behind, and Shevdim Ismaili regains possession for the Thunder. It's been a positive start from the away side. Mehmeti knocks it forwards. Bozanovski stretches. Decker is a man in fine form, Wade Decker. Negro was expecting Brooks to accept that pass to feet. We've already had the first goal of the afternoon. It goes the way of the Altona Magic against Melbourne Knights. That one is the solitary dead rubber out of 7 simultaneous NPL Victoria kickoffs in round 26. Jonas Markovski chops inside. Pass Romanovski. Negro. Francis wants the ball in early. We're appealing for offside, the Thunder, but the ball didn't get close to reaching Francis. In by Foligno. Brooks headed across goal. Francis! Huge chance. Preston's first sight of goal. And Luke Francis will feel he should have put that one on target. It was a drifting cross from Foligno to the back post. Leighton Brooks rose well. And Francis couldn't contort his body in time. Seemed to lose his bearings as to where the goal was. Looks like a 4-4-2 when they're defending the Thunder. Brooks driven in. And Lechen Yang called upon for the first time. Mehmeti, Romanovsky. Exchanging passes with Romanovsky, Dekar. Domfi. Held up well. Now Mitch Rook with a bit of space to spray that switch of play out towards Suleimani. Foligno in really strongly. That's a great challenge from the left back. Albano turns on the accelerator against Dante Avian. He cuts onto his left boot. It's unconvincing clearance. Not enough red shirts hovering around the near post area. Kubale. Every white shirt back behind the ball. Negro embarks on the run forward. They've got a 2v1. And Negro has space to cross. And it curled out and back in. Goal kick the verdict. Thunder are a potent team. They've scored in every game this season, bar one, which was Heidelberg away in round 18. Every other game this year, they've hit the scoreboard. They're the second highest scorers this season in the league, after being the second lowest, or in fact the lowest scorers last season. Something remarkable turnaround from Adam Piddick and his team. They scored 29 goals last year. They've scored 60 this year. Foligno's header. Albano. Bit of space to exploit behind Suleimani there, and Ismaili is drawn wide again. Markovsky on the overlap, and it's drilled in towards Francis. Liram El Mazi in the way. Avian. Suleimani back to Ismaili. On a similar run to Preston, really. 4 wins in a row. They haven't kept all those clean sheets, but they've scored 15 in their last 4 games. Preston's defensive record, meanwhile, has been the platform upon which they've built this great second half of the year. 3rd best in the competition. And get this, Preston, although they haven't played Thunder too many times, they've only faced 9 times all time, with Preston winning 2, Thunder 7. Preston haven't beaten the Thunder since 1999. Warren Spink scored in that 3-1 win. BT Connor reserve. It's been over 16 years. Sorry, 26 years. Do my maths correctly. 26 years since Preston have beat Thunder. I'm sure they'll be partying like it's 1999 if they get the 3 points today. This game yet to really settle into a rhythm. Not a Thunder possession. Not able to get too far into the attacking half. They're using the full width and breadth of this giant playing surface here at Jenna Steele Stadium. Decker dropping deep to get involved in the build-up. It's Mehmeti's ball over the top. Romanovsky will chase. And Ryan Scott, with some astute judgment over the dimensions of his penalty area, is able to come out and claim the ball comfortably. Well, there's a potential turn up for the books here over at Avenger Park. Side in line for Premiership glory, Avondale, has gone down 1-0 against Green Gully. Would you believe it? The side with nothing left to play for this season. Green Gully were the last team to beat Avondale in a league fixture, so Maybe they're Avondale's bogey side. Keep an eye on that one as it develops. Meanwhile, Preston are building an attack down the left. It's Felino. Jego. Floated delivery, Young underneath it. Straightforward claim. Rook. To Amazi. Mehmeti not taking any chances. Tchaikovsky with an easy win off the header. But Romanovsky straight onto the second ball, and Thunder can spring here. Still Romanovsky. Out to Suleimani. Jego. Well done by Markovsky. Now Brooks has the quick feet to beat the challenge of Mehmeti. Switches the play out to Albano. Can he keep the attack going quickly enough? There was a cruel bobble. Might fall here for Brooks. It's over his own head by Mehmeti. Well defended. Jago in to win the aerial contest. Again climbing all over Romanovsky, but Quartermain will let play run in favour of the Thunder. Dante Avian. He made his debut off the bench last week against St Albans. 19-year-old now entrusted with a start. Played against Preston last season for Langwarrin. I'm sure every Preston fan remembers that Langwarrin game fondly. I'm sure Dante Avian doesn't. The talented youngsters come through the Melbourne City system. There's a late challenge there on Mitch Rook. John Quartermain not showing a great deal of interest in it. Mehmeti. To Almazi. Almazi's lofted ball. Out to Suleimani. It's off Felino. In fact, it's come back off Suleimani and behind for a goal kick. That's what John Felino was appealing for straight away. And the assistant on the far side agrees. Scott. Forward to Ismaili. Off Kubalay and out for a throw. So Suleimani missed a good chunk of the season through injury. Domfee. Tchaikovsky scrambles it away, but the clearance falls straight to Rook. Negro thought he was wrestled to the ground. Akuan plays on. Decker. Bozanovsky in strongly. Corner kick. Strong on set pieces, the Thunder. Out to Avian. Well won by Negro. And Preston counter through Francis. Would have been a marvellous through ball to find Albano from there. And Dante Avian is chopped down for the free kick. to Almazi. Tainted Thunder side have acquitted themselves well so far. Albano. Francis. Knocked into space by Francis and headed on by Markovski. Markovski's cross. Brooks rising! Just glances it wide. Not enough contact on the ball from Leighton Brooks. But Preston starting to threaten in transition. It's a sloppy turnover off the goal kick. Preston pressing high. Thunder luck out with the fortuitous bounce to Romanovski. See Wayne Decker on the far side, who's just been hovering in space, but the switch won't get to him. Scott wants to play short. I think Francis just getting a little bit of help, some tactical instructions from the bench. It's out of the picture for a moment there as Preston tried to play out. Ismaili. Almazi. Ismaili out to Suleimani. And Romanovski. Excellent work from Romanovski, bustling his way through. Suleimani hangs it up. Acuin's at the far stick, and he caught it well, but dragged it wide. Two of the game's best opportunities have fallen to the young defender. Refugee from South Sudan who has gone to great lengths to make a football career for himself in Australia. Back in his time in Adelaide, travelled 2 hours to and from training as a junior at Croydon Kings. And finds himself gracing the top flight of Victorian football. Flicked on by Francis. Albano couldn't keep it in. Normal service has apparently resumed over at the Reggio Calabria club. Avondale equalising. That's 5 minutes after Green Gully took a shock lead. Mehmeti. Intercepted by Jago. Brooks held onto the ball for a touch too long. He's kept possession somehow. Felino. Support coming through Kubalay. Albano. Negro. 1-2 with Albano and Foligno breaks down. Comes Romanovsky. Jago steps in. Clean challenge on the ball. Thunder continue in possession. Akuan. Oh, it's the wrong pass. Wade Decker was in space looking for the return. Bit of inexperience on display. Got Quartermain just alerting Stefan Negro that he had to come back a few paces. Albano. No way through past Suleimani. Been very disciplined so far, the Thunder. Back three with the ball, back four without it. These withdrawn strikers are cutting off a lot of the passing lanes into midfield for Preston. Jago's header. Tchaikovsky has to attack that loose ball and does. Fruitless appeals for offside against Albano. He looks for Luke Francis. It was an ambitious ball. Frustration from him and his teammates on display. Another promising Preston break. Comes to nothing. Been a chess match so far. Decker flicks it on. Tchaikovsky lost out to Domfi, who races in behind. Domfi taking it wide. The centering ball is blocked. Negro scrambling across. And Thunder have their third corner of the afternoon. Well, that's not good news for Preston. The news out of Jack Edwards' reserve, South Melbourne are already down to 10 men. Against the Oakley Cannons. Meanwhile, Heidelberg have taken a 1-0 lead away to Port Melbourne. As that corner is swung into the back stick, headed across goal. Thunder can't connect with the finish. Suleimani. Avian. Juggled skillfully by Kubalay. Be a Thunder ball. That goal from Heidelberg means that Thunder, as it stands, would not be able to climb into second spot even with a win here. And Oakley have compounded South Melbourne and Preston's misery by scoring the opening goal against the 10 men. For Oakley would mean they secure that home final berth next week against Preston. It's Decker trying the step overs, which come to nothing. Elmazi. Decker dropping all the way back to his goalkeeper to pick up the ball. He's playing a free roll today. Roaming as he pleases. Elmazi to Ismaili. Thunder prodding and probing for an opening. Oh, well won by Jago. Fantastic challenge. And Preston come away with it. Francis threaded through to Brooks. It's all about the cross from Brooks, and he couldn't beat the first man. And does earn Preston their first corner of the game. Chris Christian Kristevsky, the assistant coach, out on the edge of the technical area, giving Luke Giago a few pointers on this delivery. Giago. Well, it's a good ball in too. Tchaikovsky almost made the telling contact. He's in his third season with Preston. He's never scored a goal for the club. Kubalay, Markovsky, laid off to Brooks and blocked. Malmazi in the way. High one to the back stick. Lechin Yang comes up and gathers at the second attempt. Will be offside anyway against John Albano, I believe. He's got a problem. Bit of contact with the goalkeeper, you suspect. Connor Bell will be going through his paces just in case. Play restarted. Romanovsky's drifted wide. Negro. Romanovsky again. Into space. Foligno tries to gamble and loses out. And here goes Suleimani for Thunder. Still Ali Suleimani chopping in field, and he took too long to make a decision. Adam Piddick furious on the sideline. John Albano hasn't been allowed to return to the fray just yet. As Dante Avian wins back possession for the visitors. Decker spreads the play out to Akuan. Hopeful delivery more than anything, easily dealt with by Bozanovsky. Francis up against Elmazi. Good hold-up play from the centre forwards. And then a trailing arm from Akuan, clotheslining Leighton Brooks. Brooks was arguing that Akuan was showing studs as well. I'm sure he was. I think it was just the arm bar that did most of the damage. Both Preston's wingers walking a little gingerly now. Brooks inadvertently lets it run to Markovsky. Mazi's clearance winds up at the feet of Jago. Jago picks out Albano. Chopping inside onto his right, Albano! Stings the palms of Lechin Yang. And that's what he does so well. Turn on the accelerator in the blink of an eye and carve out a shooting chance. He's almost at a milestone goal. His next will be his 50th in the top flight of Victorian football. John Albano so close to raising the bat on a half-century of NPL Victoria goals. Denied by Lechin Yang that time. And the handball goes against Bozanovsky. players want a booking. Spectators here at Jenner Steel Stadium. Healthy crowd is built, albeit in an unfamiliar time slot. We're lapping up the afternoon sun on a warm August afternoon. Looked as if Bozanovsky was fouled off the ball there. Referee unmoved. Romanovsky. Little back heel to Akuen. Attempted back heel from Negro goes awry. Fair challenge from Jago. Francis was second to that. And Mitchell puts it into touch. And despite the makeshift under 11, they've held their own so far. Preston slowly building into the game. Markovsky to no one in particular. He was maybe trying to catch Yang off his line there. Guess we'll never know. Markovsky couldn't keep it. Avian to Suleimani. Dante Avian providing the wide option. That ball is too straight and narrow for Tom Foligno, who gobbles it up. Quick throw in taken towards Decker. Luke Jago was tracking the run. Head on a swivel there. Bozanovsky rises highest. Mehmeti can hit them. Wouldn't sit for him. Akuen. Jock Akuen's ball in, misses everybody. And it's behind for a goal kick. Well, he doesn't look totally comfortable that far forward, Jock Akuen. I think he's well suited to playing left of a 3 or in the heart of defence. As a youngster and one of the top teams in the comp, take your opportunities where you can get them. Looking around the grounds, Altona Magic leading 3-0 away to the Melbourne Knights. A game with nothing riding on it. Avondale drawing 1-1 with Green Gully. Oakley beating South Melbourne and Heidelberg leading Port Melbourne. Table as it stands, we'll see Avondale lift the premiership on goal difference. Dandenong Thunder and Oakley Cannon securing the home finals places. Heidelberg heading to the Australian Championship, joining the foundation clubs Preston, Avondale and South Melbourne. Still no score between Dandenong City and Victory, or between St Albans and Hume City. And no score here either, as the Thunder win another set piece. Mehmeti into the 6-yard box. Akuen wins the header again. He's been dangerous off set pieces. Blake Brooks cynically fouled. Albano wants it quickly out on the left. It would be a raking switch to find him. Preston haven't quite clicked going forward this afternoon so far. Bozanovsky. Patience is the watchword from Lujatsevski in the dugout. Francis. Bozanovsky will float it forward. Negro. Felino. Albano. The space to operate in. Deflection on the cross. Preston have a corner. It's their second of the afternoon. Thunder have had 4. Jago. Hung up. Oh, it's dropped in the 6-yard box and no one connects. Preston will try again from the other side. 4 minutes to play in this first half. This game really yet to get out of second gear. Kubalay darts to the front post. Jago delivers. Bozanovsky! Matt Bozanovsky scores! Preston lead on the final day. And it's their towering number 15 who finds the back of the net off a well-worked set piece. He's second of the season. And it's one straight off the training ground. He just carved out space against his markers expertly there. Big Matt Bozanovsky. He's been waiting for one like that all season. His first headed goal for the club. Really good delivery from Luke Jago. Oh, and Preston could be in again. It was helped on by Brooks, and now Francis will find Albano at the back stick. They've scored twice in a minute. Two in the blink of an eye for the Preston Lions. And they've done to the Thunder what the Thunder did to them at George Andrews. John Albano raises the bat. A half century of NPL Victoria goals. It was never in doubt. Fantastic ball from Francis. And Albano kept his cool. Thunder conceding just 20 seconds from the restart. This game has sprung to life in the blink of an eye. Preston have sprung to life. Nero Malmazi will have to take some of the blame, overcommitting on that one. They were beaten all ends up in multiple positions though, the Thunder. Plenty of developments from around the grounds as well. Dandenong City taking the lead away to Melbourne victory. And Port Melbourne, would you believe it, equalising against Heidelberg. Port Melbourne win that game. Thunder will be ruining a massive missed opportunity here. With both their team selection and the manner in which they defended those two goals. Hume City have scored away to St Albans. Mehmeti's delivery. Rook. Rook's effort is blocked. Oh, Ryan Scott flies out with the punch. That was acrobatic. So just 73 seconds between the two goals. And just 20 seconds after the restart of play. That is quite the definition of a quick-fire double for the Preston Lions. Jago away. Ismaili. And Jock Quartermain brings the half to a close. And what a finish to the first half for Preston. 2 goals in the space of 73 seconds. All of a sudden, Dandenong Thunder, after applying themselves so well for the vast majority of that first half with a rotated lineup, have capitulated. And Preston with a comfortable advantage heading into the break. It was Matt Bozanovsky who headed home into the corner after a well-worked routine and a great delivery from Luke Jago. And straight from the restart, Preston win it back. Let's go! NPL Victoria goals for him now as he raises the bat on a top-flight half-century. And Preston go in 2 goals to the good. It's Preston Lions 2, Dandenong Thunder 0 on Super Saturday here in Victoria. before the second half. It was a late burst for Preston. 2 goals in the space of 73 seconds. First for Matt Bozanovsky, the second for John Albano. And it's left a makeshift Dandenong Thunder side reeling after what had been a pretty positive display from the side that had 9 changes from the team last week. Alan Piddick with one or maybe both eyes on the finals campaign. Ironically, Port Melbourne have equalised from the halfway line, no less, against Heidelberg before the break, so still a chance that if Thunder were able to summon an unlikely turnaround, they would finish second of a home semi-final, a week off in the elimination finals, and qualify ahead of Heidelberg for the Australian Championship. Of course, if Johnny Anastasiadis' side right the ship in the second half, in fact, just keep the score as is, you can avoid that possibility. The draw will do. The draw won't do for their premiership aspirations, however. Avondale's position in doubt. 2 goals in the first 15 minutes over there at the Reggio Calabria club. 1-1 between the Avengers and Green Gully. The draw will be enough for Avondale to secure the premiership. If Gully score again, Heidelberg are a chance. Plenty of permutations still alive here on the final day. Preston, despite their lead, will stay with play as Domfey collects a loose back pass, picks out Decker. Decker low across the box. Trajkovski scrambled clearance, hooked away by Bozanovsky. Hopefully have the lead and a man advantage after Yuzo Iwakami was adjudged to have handled the ball on the goal line. He received a straight red card, and Joe Guest duly converted from the penalty spot to give Oakley the lead midway through the first half. That's the way it stands. Another dangerous ball goes into the box. Stefan Negro does enough to keep it off the toes of Wade Decker. He knows how close that was. Good reaction here from the Thunder as Decker, as always, drifting off target. In fine form though, former Oakley man. Scored 7 goals this season, and in each of his last 2 outings. Trajkovski. Swivels for a pass forward to settle for rolling it back to Rook. Ismaili just to punch it through the lines. Kubalay saw it coming. Romanovsky can't get there ahead of Jego. He will bin it back off Brooks. Romanovsky, Suleimani hangs it up to the back post for Domfey. Ooh, it's a big shout for handball against Negro. The Thunder supporters were certain, so was Michael Domfey. Kewen. Suleimani met it on the volley, but completely mishits it. Skids off his instep. Here it is, Don Felino leading the break. Albano coming to support. It's just off balance there, Felino. Attack still alive for Preston. Albano will glide past Romanovsky. Just doesn't beat the first man. Preston corner. City now 3 goals to the good against Melbourne Victory. So they look like securing the final spot in the finals, which, as things stand, tees up a mouth-watering Dandenong derby in the elimination final. Jago in swinger. Oh, Bozanovsky was in there again. That's off the back of his head rather than any real purchase on it. Preston set pieces have been on point. Ismaili. Soleimani helps it through. Dante Avian now. Went over under the challenge of Jago. Romanovsky. Avian. Albano. No way past Romanovsky. Heading towards his side's efforts to react upon the loss of possession. Wake up is the message from Luiatsevsky. Preston have come out second best for the second half after finishing the first half so strongly. Jago. That is too heavy. He's done a pile of work screening that back four today. Switching the point of attack. Mehmeti, Ewan. Decker looks like the danger man today. Won't settle for him this time. Almazi stepping in to deny Francis a run at goal. That's a horrible pass. This ball falls for. Francis. Markovsky. Great flick. Preston advance up the near touchline. Melbourne Knights have drawn one back against Altona Magic. Magic still leading 3-1 at Summer Street, with their survival secure this season. Decker can get there. Almazi. That's a good ball from Almazi. Ewan still has to double back. Ismaili. Soleimani. Albano doing the hard yards, tracking the opposition wing back. Ewan. Decker. Kubalay Can't clear the danger. Romanovsky. Run by Decker. Domfrey wasn't quite on the same wavelength. Mitchell Rook will recover possession again. A chance in an attack for the Thunder. And Kubalay shields it out over the byline. Behind for a goal kick. Still 1-0 to the Oakley Cannons over Jack Edwards. Preston need the 10-minute men of South Melbourne to do them a favour. Doesn't look likely. Still important to come into some finals form. Preston seemingly peaking at the right time with this run of results. They still haven't conceded a goal, including today in 6 matches. If they keep the Thunder scoreless today, it will only be the second time the Thunder have failed to score in an NPL Victoria match in 2025. Looks like Adam Piddock's ready to ring the changes as he calls his substitutes over. He's seen enough. Mameti, missed by Negro. Well, Bozanovsky was trying to call Scott into action. Instead, he has to intervene himself. Brooks. Picked off by Mameti. He gets his pocket picked by Negro. Checo comes the other way. Brooks. Good challenge from Rook. Almost certainly Oakley will be the home team next week as they go 2 to the good against South Melbourne and Jack Edwards. Jego. Tchaikovsky. Bozanovsky off the chest. Passing into the sun, no less. Francis coming short to get involved in the build-up. His touches are getting sharper every week. Oh, skillfully helped on by Brooks. Negro with the cross. Albano was waiting at the far stick. Lost it in the sun. Jego. Thunder ready to make changes. Daniel Clark, one of their first team mainstays, will be the first. Jego. Francis. Back to Jego. Just ran on a little too deep for him. Work from Decker to win it off Bozanovsky. The Thunder will charge forwards through Romanovsky. Avian. Suleimani. Two breaks down. Markovsky wins it back and sets Preston away. Francis. Back to Brooks. Well, Brooks is going to go for goal. And forces a good save out of Young at his near post. Late Brooks strikes the ball. Quite remarkable. Thunder, meanwhile, we flagged it a moment ago, are preparing a platoon swap. No less than 4 players on in this change. So it's going to be again Manuel coming on in attack for Michael Domfrey. Daniel Alessi. Aidan Edwards and Daniel Clark. Jocko Kewen is withdrawn, Dante Avian and Sevdim Ismaili, as well as Michael Domfrey. It's Kyle Taylor coming on rather than Edwards. My apologies. the Englishman, who's been one of the outstanding players in the competition this season. Not surprising, given he's played a lot of football as high as League One. Preston corner. It's gone straight into the side netting from Luke Jago, not his best delivery. In fact, it's actually been 5 substitutions made by Adam Piddick all at once. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Certainly not in a competitive fixture. So, I wonder I'm seeing the number 6, Aidan Edwards, has come on as well. Kyle Taylor onto the right boot, straight at Ryan Scott. Well, you can expect to see a change in quality and intent from the Dandenong Thunder side, with likes of Clark and Taylor, Lessie, all first choice players for them under usual circumstances. They've served up, especially at the tail end of that first half. Won't do for Adam Piddick, so spun the magnets. Suleimani loses out to Albano. Ismaili was one of those players who was in danger of missing next week if he picked up a booking. Whether or not he starts on a selection basis remains to be seen. Suleimani's the other player. He's still out there. Piddick has entrusted his captain to avoid further disciplinary sanction. Flicked on by Francis for Markovski. Albano in behind. Is John Albano from the angle. And the rebound comes out to Markovski. Chops onto his left foot and tries to dribble through a cul-de-sac. He really should have struck it first time. Easy to say from up here, of course. Molino keeps possession against Diego Manuel, who's going to bring bags of pace. He's a regular scorer for the North Geelong Warriors in the first half of the season. They've gone up from VPL 2 to VPL 1 and could be confirmed as champions tomorrow. And the outside goes Leighton Brooks. Oh, is that a handball? Jock Quartermain says no. Who are the Preston fans think? Suspicious, if not definitive, on the replay. Arm was tucked in towards the body. Was there a broadening the arm towards the ball? It's making himself unnaturally bigger the way he raised that arm. Matter of opinion. Jago. Too much air underneath it, and Yang gathers. Fans on the far side have found their voice. It's Thunder who race forwards on this attack. Taylor picks out Suleimani. Suleimani's ball in. Clark lurking. Romanovski showed too much of the ball to Jago. Mehmeti drills it. Make no mistake, that was a shot. Scored 3 times this season, Mercer Mehmeti. A cultured left boot. Leave him alone within shooting range. Manuel, Decker and Clark in attack now. A more definite 3-4-3 setup. Edwards and Taylor, the typical first choice midfield pairing out there now. Francis. Decker. Jubilee, Stoops. Brooks with the awkward bobble off the turf. Francis slips and recovers. Brooks up against Mehmeti. It's a second bite at this and is brought down. Further sanction for Mercer Mehmeti. He's only on 3 yellow cards this season, so not in danger of missing next week. Tchaikovsky. Colino. Francis. Alessi has to stop and prop and restart through Miram Almazi. Edwards. Decker in traffic. Stolen off him by Jego. Soleimani racing back to recover the ball. Taylor. Romanovsky. Ball whipped in and away by Jego. As far as Aiden Edwards. Daniel Alessi again. Soleimani's cross is turned behind by Albano for a Thunder corner. Paperwork filed by Preston. Home side is set to make what looks to be a double change. And Connor Bell and Marcus Schroen receiving some instructions from Christian Kristevski. Under corner is an in-swinger towards Clark. Edwards sails well over. Snapshot from Aiden Edwards. He's never scored for the Dandenong Thunder. Looks of things, Connor Bell will replace the goal scorer John Albano. Marcus Schroen is set to come on for Jonas Markowski. Taylor around Jego. Decker returns the ball to Taylor. Romanovsky back to Mehmeti. Mehmeti to cross. There's a foul against Wade Decker. Might have been a handball, in fact. Not sure if it was for the push or the ball striking his arm. Tona Magic have scored a fourth over at Summer Street. Alessi's header. And here comes that double change from Preston. Marcus Schroen and Connor Bell replace Jonas Markovski and Jan Albano. Great shift from both players. Markovski working particularly hard in deeper areas of the pitch. Hasn't got amongst the goals today as he has 4 times in his last 5 appearances coming into the fixture. Jan Albano gets the plaudits today with his goal. His 5th of the campaign. His 50th top flight in Victoria. Decker out to Suleimani. Decker's return ball was ambitious. Alessi onto Taylor. Kyle Taylor's looked lively since coming on. Romanovsky wants it on his right. Check back towards Alessi. Alessi strikes from range. Preston will be happy enough for the Thunder to have their efforts from that sort of territory. Onus is on the visitors to get back into the game with the 5 first-team players they've summoned for the second half. Looks like the premiership will be heading to Avondale. Taking a 2-1 lead after going behind early against Green Gully. Only need a point to secure top spot in the table. Still 1-1 between Port Melbourne and Heidelberg. No surprise. Heidelberg haven't dispatched the already relegated Sharks more convincingly. But a point will do for them to sew up second spot. Play before Francis's header. Wojciechowski doesn't agree. Tag to Suleimani. Maniel closing down Bozanovsky. It springs free to Romanovsky. And Luke Jago's furious. Preston had a couple of players at risk of suspension as well. Stefan Negro being one of them. The other 2 being Markovski and Albano, who's just been withdrawn, so I think no accident there. Preston coaching staff well aware that they don't need those players out there. They need them next week. Bozanovsky's header away. Taylor. Mehmeti. Taylor Jinks onto his right. One way through for Clark. Leighton Brooks. That was clever. The no-look pass. Finding Francis. Francis could put it into space for Bell to chase. Almazi's ball. Away for Romanovsky. Mehmeti. Turn ball from Romanovsky. His clearance was skewed off the left. Edwards to the feet of Manuel, who can't keep it. Dispossessed by Bozanovsky and caught the heels of Schroen. Quick restart from Marcus Schroen, and it's a good switch of play to find Brooks. Brooks has 2 to aim for in the box. Connor Bell! Well fielded by Let Chin Yang. Great chance for Bell. Pinpoint cross to the far stick. Yang moved his feet and got into a good position. Taylor skipping past Brooks. Whipped in by Mehmeti. Knocked away only as far as Edwards. Just drifting wide. Always seemed to be curling off target. Ryan Scott was taking no chances, however. A few efforts on goal from range since making that raft of changes. Scott. Is it a little short? Negro onto the loose one. Francis. Great ball from Francis. And Brooks is on the charge. And he has 3 arriving. Schroen, it was too heavy. Both the cross and the first touch. And that's an opportunity gone begging for Preston. Soleimani, ball up the line, lines up as a throw. Preston just need one more on the break to seal this victory. Heading to finals time with their tails up. 5-1 to Altona Magic over the Melbourne Knights. Hume City 2-0 up against the Normans. It won't do them any good. Dandy City leading 3-0 against the Victory. Port Melbourne took a 2-1 lead against Heidelberg before being pegged back to 2-2. Port have beaten Heidelberg today with Thunder. Assuming they don't pull off a miracle comeback. They've been kicking themselves. Mehmeti. Taylor. Ooh. Good shape on that ball. Misses everybody. He's the creative fulcrum. You can tell as soon as he came on the pitch, the Thunder have come alive. Messi was up early. It might work out for Francis. He spotted the goalkeeper off his line. Wasn't too far away. An ambitious effort from the Englishman. Again, Manuel running the channels. Manuel losing out to Kubalay. He wanted a free kick. It's kick and rush for Preston now. Every time they win the ball, there's space in behind to exploit. Francis onto the right. Too timid to really trouble Yang. I feel Preston can smell a goal here. Exploited Thunder tail end of the first half, but they do the same in the second. Gone 3-0 to the Cannons at Jack Edwards. So next week's matchup in the finals for Preston is set in stone. They can finish here with a flourish. Foligno. Or a little deflection on the way through. It wasn't too far from the far post. Preston will earn a corner. Foligno has never scored for Preston. Would be some time to break your duck. Jago. Oh, Yang underneath it. That's a great claim under pressure. He's going to get the free kick anyway. And Jock Quartermain is going to have to stop it for a head injury for Bozanovski, who looks to be okay. Building here through Clark and Romanovsky. Move breaks down. Suleimani. He's been all action. Kyle Taylor. Romanovsky. Jago coming in. Nothing ahead of him for Connor Bell. He's got to take on his man. He just runs away from him. Kicked on by Francis. This is Taylor. On to Edwards. Alessi with a heavy touch there. It's come off Bell. Works out kindly for Daniel Alessi. Manuel with the burst of speed. Bosnowski staying with him. And forced to concede the corner. Another chance for Mehmeti. Decent delivery too. Alessi chasing it. Keeps it alive, and Taylor swivels this way and that and dinks it to the far stick. It ends up just grazing the roof of the net. Here's a live wire. Done his level best to influence proceedings. Still the Thunder trail thanks to that quick fire double. Scott towards Francis, who's losing his footing. Jego forwards as far as Bell. Shielded by Bell. And there's no advantage for that foul on Connor Bell. Taylor. To Clark. Romanovsky for Edwards. Decker. Alessi. Suleimani. Suleimani's cross. Couldn't find anyone in the box. Straight out behind for a goal kick. Preston preparing a double change. Jason Romero and Giorgio Sir Dennis ready to come on. Bell was expecting a runner, didn't find one. Alessi. His ball over the top. Scott coming outside his penalty area and having to use his head. The open goal. Wade Decker can't tuck it away. That was a difficult bounce. A tough distance for Wade Decker, but the goal was unguarded for a moment. Luke Francis is going to go to the bench in stoppage time. So too Leighton Brooks. Both of those players influential this afternoon. So Dennis will go to the right flank. Jason Romero is going to play up top. Left on by Connor Bell. Oh, a little nutmeg from Romero on Suleimani. He would have had a nervous moment, waiting for the referee to reach for his pocket and rule him out of the Dandenong derby next week, but Jock Quartermain wasn't going to spoil the party. I think the foul was worthy of a booking anyway, but still a nervous moment for Suleimani, who's walking on thin ice. Clark to Romanovsky. Edwards trying to build something. Taylor. The outside of the boots, finding Clark. First time layoff is good. Hangs it up for Decker. And Suleimani steadies himself. Crosses for Clark. Wozanovsky in the way. Decker. No one can get a shot off. Connor Bell with some superb defending. Deny Mercer Mehmeti. And there's a wrestling match on between Alessi and Romero. Quickly taken free kick. Decker. Clark. Thunder pile forward. Romanovsky. Shimmies onto his right. No way past Stefan Negro. Giorgio Serdenis, the substitute with the fresh legs. Barrels forward down the right. The length of the pitch. Connor Bell is arriving in the area. It's Romero. Trying to work an angle with Schroen. Schroen goes for goal. No way through. Shot blocked at the source. And it ends up with Yang. Final throw of the dice for the Thunder. Trajkovski away. And that's full time. And for the first time in 26 years, the Preston Lions have defeated Dandenong Thunder. They are partying like it's 1999 at Genesis Steel Stadium. A quick-fire double at the tail end of the first half. One from Matt Wozanovsky. A 50th NPL Victoria goal from Gian Albano, following just 73 seconds later. And that will do it for Preston on the final day of the regular season. Unfortunately, other results did not fall their way. Oakley Cannons getting the job done at home against South, against the 10 men. And so it will be Oakley with the hosting rights for next week's elimination final.